Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Learn Together program. After taking a short Christmas break, we're back online with our webinars. Even though we're already at the end of January, I'll use this opportunity to wish you all a successful and a happy new year. Thank you for joining us today. As some of you know, these webinars were initiated by Microsoft with the intention to bring exceptional educational materials closer to teachers and educators across Europe. Today we're hosting our colleagues from Latvia, who are here to tell us more about their innovative project, Digital Lesson Planning in Onenote. We will hear their presentation, and after that you'll have a chance to ask questions. Mr. Darko Jurekovic, Partners in Learning Manager for Microsoft Croatia, couldn't join us today, but he sends his regards to all the participants. So, Zanen, let's hear more about your project.
Hi, Eva. Hi, everybody. Unfortunately, there is something with our video. It disappears somehow. But I hope our colleagues in Alte, what is the other town of Latvia, will have their videos and you will see at least somebody of us. Anyway, I'm very happy that you are interested in our project about Onenote, about creating digital materials for teachers using this excellent program from Microsoft. Actually, I invited here two of colleagues of this project who are main coordinator of the project, Ilva. Hello. And the teacher, Liene. Hi. And actually they will be the main presenters of this webinar and will tell you more about the project, about their materials and what else you could do with Onenote in your schools for your help and for your educators. Anyway, go to
Zanen, we can't hear you. Can you hear us? I think we're having some sound problems. We're going to try to take care of that as soon as possible, so just please be patient. Okay, we apologize for this delay. We're trying to solve this problem. Well, it's technology. You never know.
Eva?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
How much did you hear? Because I'm sorry, we couldn't recognize that you don't hear us.
Oh, okay. Well, we heard the first few minutes, but continue wherever you want to continue.
Okay, I'm very sorry. I don't understand what is the connection here, but anyway.
It's okay.
We will
Don't worry about it.
continue. I hope everything will be okay. Okay. So here is Liana, who will tell more about the project.
Hello once again. I'm Liana, and I was one of the teachers involved in this project. As I don't really know where you lost me, so I'm just going to start it all over a little bit differently, though. So the project had sort of two big parts. One of the parts was active and creative teachers who are using IT capabilities in their lessons. And the other part was Onenote, which is a Microsoft product. And both of these put together resulted in modern lesson plans used in several subjects in different schools. Can you go further? Okay, so I'm pretty sure you know quite a lot about what creative teachers can look like, so I'm just going to go on and tell about what this Onenote thing is. So Onenote program is this digital notebook which provides one place for all your notes and information, as well as videos, pictures, whatever other files you might need to use in your classroom. It also gives you powerful search capabilities so that you can actually find what you're looking for quickly. You easily share your notebooks, manage your information, walk from a lesson plan to the materials you would like to use in the lesson, and so on and so on. It's very easy to create and to use, and at the same time the structure and the information is very functional. So all the information you input in a notebook is structured into separate sort of notebooks within this one big OneNote, and there are subpages, pages, and so on. All of them can be linked together. They can also be linked with other OneNotes or other notebooks if you want to, and even web pages. So that united all together, they're easily accessible, manageable, and you can access any part of the OneNote notebook at any time. So what you basically can do in OneNote is that you can put lesson plans, presentations, notes, student resources, evaluation criteria, etc., in one big notebook. All of these files, links, printouts, and so on, are always following the notebook wherever the notebook goes. So to say, if you move your notebook to another computer, or if you move it to the web, then none of the files go missing, which is a great thing as a teacher. You also can't forget to save anything because the program does it for you. Meaning that if you put anything in the notebook or you type something there, it saves automatically. You can use it alone on just your computer, or you can share it with other computers on a web platform, for instance, Microsoft Live. So a little about the results. So there were 15 teachers altogether who have, on a daily basis, used IT in their work. But in this project, they each received a task to create lesson plans according to the subject they taught at school. So in the end, we had lesson plans for 10 different subjects of different groups of classes using Microsoft OneNote environment. So altogether, there were more than 100 lessons or more. In fact, it was actually more than just a set of digital lesson plans. The participants of the project, they created a new, completely different approach on how the teachers can prepare for lessons. Using OneNote environment, teacher can capture lesson plans, presentations, their notes, student resources, and everything else they need in a lesson in just one digital notebook. And these lesson plans, as you can also see in the pictures, were created for 10 subjects all in all, which involve biology, science, physics, geography, Latvian language and literature, English, math, computer sciences, economics, social sciences, and visual arts. So pretty much more or less everything you can actually learn in elementary school and in secondary school. The project results and the materials will soon be made available for teachers at our local innovative teacher portal, and we hope that these materials will serve as a good example for other teachers as well, and we'll encourage them to adapt the existing OneNote materials to their needs. Just to give you a little bit more insight on what OneNote is and how it can be used, I'll give the floor now to Gatis.
Yeah, here is Liena Ilva, but now Gatis created some materials for teachers in Latvian. And Gati, are you ready? Gatis will tell about OneNote.
Gati, do you hear us?
Sorry?
Hello, Gati.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you, Gati. You could start present. Gati, please unmute your microphone.
Gati, tavs mikrofons izslēgts. Maybe Friedis can speak now. Somebody here.
Hello, Friedi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you, Friedi. Go ahead.
Okay. My presentation is created in OneNote, and I try to share my desktop for you all. Tell me, can you see or can't see my desktop? Okay. Can you see?
Yeah, it's coming. Not very quickly, but coming.
I try to tell something about interesting things and tools that I find in OneNote when I start to create lessons for colleagues and for me for using in everyday life in school. You can see at this moment my OneNote, and in the left side of my OneNote you can see notebooks created by me. It means lesson study sets. At top you can see sections of active notebook, and at the right side you can see pages in section what I take in top menu. In each lesson I try to use all media which I can put in study sets. For example, text for reading, presentations, pictures with instructions, pictures with remarks, video clips, demonstration clips, collections of links, and some another. And now I try to show my presentation. Something about structure of lessons. If you can see my desktop now, you can see my fast vision about structure of lesson, and yeah, and what is included in each about structure. Yes, now I show you. Can you see in left part of work area you can see fast vision of lesson plan and lesson study set, and at right you can see structure of lessons which are really created. In each lesson we have lesson plan, lesson aims, tasks for lesson, and other materials what we need for concrete lesson. Now you can see file types and media types which can be included in each lesson if we need it. In my lessons you can find lesson aims, tasks, connectivity with state standards, lesson time plan or lesson timeline, necessary text, presentations, pictures, drawings and diagrams, video clips. In some lessons I use mind maps, maps for example Google Maps, link collections, different types of exercises, tests and other guises, also practical tasks and etc. When I work with Onenote and try to create materials, I find that some tools are very good for using Onenote with interactive whiteboard, for example, Smartboard or Promethean interactive whiteboard. And some ideas are involved in this slide added. For example, it's very good that all files which are added to notebook can be stored in single one package or in one file. Also, we can use screen clips. Our materials record audio, record video, and if we use external camera, we can use also Onenote with external camera as simple document camera. And very good thing what I find is that I can store Onenote files also on Microsoft SkyDrive and use Onenote online. And I do it when I was in seminar in Helsinki. Something about study sets what I create. For example, a lesson about computer software. Some ideas what maybe are interesting in this lesson. I use presentations and use presentations as slides and also put a link to file. Also I use mind maps, picture galleries, in some lessons picture galleries with links to web resources and etc. Links to video clips. For example, in this lesson is exercise drag and drop picture into table, file matching exercise and some another. In lesson about computer graphics, maybe more interesting thing is tests made by eString Presenter. It's a very good software, and if you can see picture, you can see this tool. You can find it on internet, and the version 4.0 further is free. Newest is commercial. We can create very nice tests and exercises with this tool. In a lesson about graphic file types is maybe more interesting investigation tasks of graphic file properties, comparing data and some another sorts. For example, in a lesson about web pages, I use demonstrations with video clips, discussions, drawings and diagrams, comparing and verification of results, and some another maybe you can see. For example, screen clippings. In a lesson about text tags, you can find some demonstration of video clips for students. In some lessons you can find also tables with properties and descriptions of these properties and etc. Different lesson is for Latvian literature. It's about virtual travel in there with a fairy tale wood, and here more interesting is using Google Maps with market pictures, and here is many clips, many links to fairy tales in Latvian websites. Students can see animation pictures, read fairy tales online, and see also some video clips. And by using Google Maps, students can walk through this fairy tale book, and after that they can take a real traveling to this place. And at final, maybe you have questions. Here you can see my email and my blogs where my colleagues and students can find information for their needs. Thank you. All this. Hello.
Thank you, Friedi.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you, Gati.
Oh, very good.
Go ahead.
Then we can start, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, we must go back to the presentation.
Yes, I go out from.
Okay?
Yes, please.
Jā, tagad es ir nākošos kadrus. Ja tu vari.
Good done, or hello everyone. I hope that you feel very good, and I will tell some words about Onenote. And okay, then
Mēs neredzam nākošos kadrus, kur viņš stāsta.
next slide.
Nē, tālāk. Tālāk.
Okay.
Stop. Šeit, jā?
Gati. Is it correct, yeah?
Jā, šitas bija
No,
correct.
the image. I was writing on my screen. No, little back. Little back.
Previews, yeah?
Yes.
Vēl nē, atpakaļ.
Oh, yes. Okay. My name is Beatrice Setners. There you can see my email and you can see my blog. This is a blog about how teachers can using social media in education, but it is Latvian. But today we will be speaking about why Onenote is so excellent for teaching. Okay. Onenote is very good place to gathering all your notes. How Liana telling you that Onenote is very good organized by several notebooks, sections, and pages. This is books, sections, and pages. In every a book, you can make many sections, and in every section you can make many pages. In left side you will see man. This is very rich man because they have many notes, but is one small problem. They have very hard found notes that they need now. One biggest problem for this man is that this man nothing to know about OneNote. Because if you have notes in OneNote, you can very easy notes search when you need these notes. Okay. In OneNote you can collect all type of digital notes. It's images, it's bulleted lists, tables, target things, hint notice. You can write expression. You can making linking notes. You can putting files, print layout, audio and video files. All kind of digital notes you can collect in OneNote. There is a small example for you see. You can putting together different kinds of notes. Yes, how Lynn say that this note is possible to store it in your computer. It is possible to share notes through your local network, and notice it is possible to share through internet. And this notes can use more authors. Okay? Okay, what is good that in OneNote you can use many very beautiful templates. There you can see some of these template examples, and there you can see the template is some money. Okay, if you have OneNote, you don't need calculator. You can try now opening OneNote, write expression, and you can get result. Then you can see some examples of expression and how expression is written. You have result. Okay. Yes, OneNote is very many drawing tools you can use in this OneNote pages. Okay. Yes. Thank you. If you have some question, you can ask me. How you are? Nice day. All this.
Thank you, Gasti. And actually, we are continuing with Liene, who will share some her OneNote file and share something else that would be useful for you. Just a minute.
Jā. Ir.
Yeah, I hope you can all see that. I have no idea if you can, but I just, to end this, almost end this webinar with, I just wanted to show you some very, very practical examples of how can this OneNote look like. And as I was making materials for English classes, then you can actually see that it's maybe in a language you understand a little bit more than Latvian. So what is great about OneNote from a teacher-student perspective is that like we've said already a couple of times, is all in one place and it's all together. So if you look at my lesson plan here, so I had modules of lessons for every topic in English I cover in grade 8, and for each of the lessons there's a lesson plan. And the great thing about that is if you look at the students part, that you can always just go to the resources which students should use. For example, here if students should have roll cards for talking to each other, you just click on it and it goes automatically to the roll cards you need. And just as easy you can go back to the lesson plan you wanted. Or as a teacher, if you want to show your students some slides, you just click on the PowerPoint presentation, it goes up there. And so on and so forth. So it's really a wonderful place to interact with your students and also to keep all of your files together and even go to the homework if the lesson is at its end. Okay, so that's it from my side. Thank you.
Tas laipnīgs lejā un te parādīs. Testēt muzeja.
So I suppose that's it from our side. And Eva, what's the next?
Hi.
We'll have a question.
Okay, so thank you very much for sharing this great project with us. I'm sure it was very useful for all the participants to hear how their colleagues from other countries prepare their lessons and how they use the most out of technology to do that. This is a very valuable project. I hope that teachers after this webinar will start using OneNote more and more. So let's see if we have any questions from the participants. Just to remind everyone, you can ask questions orally by turning on your microphone or by using the questions and answers tool. So Zana, tell me, how many teachers are using OneNote now? Do you know? I mean, except for those that participated in this project. Do you have any idea?
Actually, not very much. And our goal for this year is to attract more and more teachers to use OneNote because it's really a great tool. But yeah, we are only in the beginning, and we hope that when we will upload these examples in our Innovative Teachers Network, other teachers could have inspiration and will use OneNote more.
So now there is a Latvian website on which all the information about OneNote and this project can be found, right? But it's in Latvian. Are you planning to do something similar in English to share it across Europe?
Not we, but if there will be interested persons, we could share these things in other languages as well. But currently, yes, its portal is only in Latvian, and all examples except Liena's, who is in English, are all in Latvian, of course.
Okay, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that OneNote is free for teachers, is it?
No. It is a piece of Microsoft programs.
Okay, so teachers would have to... Okay, so it's inside of Office, okay.
Yeah, it's a part of Office programs, but if a school has the Office package, So OneNote should be here and could be used as Word and Excel as well.
Okay, so it's accessible. That's important. And how long?
Notes, I can say that Microsoft Web Apps is for free, and OneNote is included in Web Apps package. In the Web Apps package is Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and OneNote, and you can use it online for free.
Okay, that's useful. That's a very useful information. After this webinar, we'll be sending you all links to this webinar, and I'll be sure to include that information in it. So if there's anyone that doesn't have OneNote, we're going to give you the link where you can get it and use it online. Susanne, how long has this project been going on?
We started last summer.
Yeah, we started last summer, and actually the whole creation process was how many months?
No, some months. It was summer when we had holidays.
Yeah, teachers during holidays prepare all materials, and then we have a couple of seminars, educational seminars, and then seminars where teachers in this group shared the knowledge and ideas and etc. And yeah, the final seminar was November last year, yeah, and now we have the package of great materials.
So are you planning to educate more teachers?
Yes, that's right.
Maybe you can do a series of webinars and and do it through our program with little episodes of how to use OneNote. That might be a good idea.
Yeah, if it's useful for participants, yeah, we could do some short webinars about the small features, how to use OneNote for one and other situation.
Okay, so if anyone is interested, please let us know. Maybe we can set something like that up. If you need any help using OneNote, our colleagues from Latvia would be very glad to help you. Okay, so if there are no other questions from the audience, I think we have come to an end of another successful webinar. Zane and everyone else, it was a pleasure to have you with us here. Thank you for joining us. I would also like to thank everyone else for participating. I hope you'll join us again. Watch out for our next webinar. You will receive an invitation into your inbox. And if you have any comments or ideas or questions or anything like that, feel free to write us. You can see the email address on the screen. So once again, Zane, thank you very much. It was very interesting and very useful. I hope it was also useful for our participants. I would also like to thank again all the other presenters. And I hope you'll have a nice day. I hope to see you very soon.
Thank you, Eva, for invitation.
You're welcome. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.